was on the wrong setting. All right, thank you. So let's start. You'll see this page, it's in student view. Let me admit everyone else now. So you'll see this page. You just can click on modules. The first step's nothing more than just things to help you out with. Meet your instructor is just a quick thing on me. The main thing you need access to, you don't have to have the book, but you do have to have access to the Pearson MyLab Math. Here's the instructions, here's the code, the course ID code. I don't have it in the syllabus, I have it here. You'll see 3 options in the bookstore for this. You'll see the one which is, let's see if I can go through the options in the bookstore. It's the loose leaf. Actually, here, let me just show it this way. Shit.
They can't hear us, right?
Let's share. There we go.
This shit's muted, right?
I can hear somebody talking. So, it's fine. It's fine. I'm glad someone complained because I wouldn't know how to fix my thing otherwise. Anyways, if something goes wrong, always fix what you can. Please notify me. Please speak up if I don't respond to the group chat. Please actually use the mic to poke me, okay? All right, so your book, you have 3 options. Let me go through them real quick. This first option right here, this is the loose leaf, so you basically get some sort of, I don't know, it's like a binder or something. I don't remember exactly what loose leaf stands for. I think it's just a pack. It's not a bound book, it's just, and it comes with 24-month access to the MyLab. This one is MyLab access. So if you have any other class that uses MyLab math or whatever, or you're going to be taking other classes which use this, you get a 24-month access. And if this is the only math class you need to take, this is the cheap access for $86. I think when you actually sign in and create an account, you can just pay for it there. So it's up to you guys what you guys do. Let's go back to sharing. There we go. So yeah, when you sign up for this, now people ask, well, do you need access to the book? You have access to the e-text, and I type out all the notes for you guys, so you probably won't have to use the book too much. Okay. Because when it comes to the book, I'll make these notes for you guys. And so we'll be doing these together. This we'll be doing Thursday. And so I type up all the notes, and then, so you don't really have to have access too much. What website is this? Oh, okay, so we're on campus. That's a good thing to express. You just type in UNLV Canvas. You get this web campus by this, and you can just log into this, and that's where everything's posted for you guys, okay? So everything's going to be posted here. You run the class through here, you're going to just log in, and then when you log in, you're going to see a page that looks, oh yeah, I know. Leave student view. You'll see something that looks vaguely like this. This is the instructor version, right? And you'll have, probably not as many courses as I do, but you'll find one that says Math 124. And then it should look like this. The Zoom information's here. I emailed it to you guys. If I ever have to change the Zoom information, I'll say change Zoom information, just make a new post and throw this one away. Okay. And if you click here on module, I'm going to go back to the student view. I lied. We'll just leave it in my view. Certain things like I record these videos and then I'll upload them for you guys, and then I'll place them in things. There'll be math tutoring you'll have access to eventually. I think the math tutoring department is currently doing it via Zoom, but I don't have information on that, and they're going to give it to me soon. So once I get that, I'll post it here. Once I get they'll hand me some PowerPoint I'm supposed to go over with you guys. I'll post it here, and then the library tutoring, I'll post it here once I have the new information. Okay, so I'll update that soon. This is our syllabus. We meet Tuesday, Thursdays at 8:30 to 9:45. Try to be on time as much as possible because I'm supposed to run a waiting room, and so I let people in for like the first 5 minutes. I actively check it, then I kind of randomly check it throughout the thing. So we'll be doing lectures live every day. Yes, that's what the department told me to do. So I said, because I usually run the online courses, and they said remote teaching means you have that course at that time. I'm like, okay, right? So we'll be doing live stuff every day for these courses. It may change later if I can fiddle that. I might do some asynchronously, aka post videos, and then we'll meet together like at a different like class. But that's
Can I ask a quick question? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Oh, by all means.
I see that you're recording the video. So does that mean we'll have access to it? Let's say if we can't make it to the class that day, will we have access to the recording? Okay.
Yeah, so I record the videos in order to upload them. I teach this class twice, and so you may get the other whatever recordings cleaner for the material that day is what I'll upload.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the course description. You can read through it. It's not important. You have prerequisites for the course. This is our book. My Math Lab is what you get. You can have a calculator. Wait, you guys are all going to be on a computer. You can use whatever you like. I mean, you can use Wolfram Alpha for all we know and all we care. Special note, do this. So here's your grading weight. Since this is a distance education class, your online homework's 15% of your grade. Your attendance 5, so just showing up to these classes. I'll explain how attendance works in a second. Filling out those lecture notes. So we're going to do the lecture notes together. So you're going to need some way to have the PDF that you can make markings on it. That means some people use their phones. Some people use like an iPad or a Surface, or some people just print them out at the library and just handwrite them, and then you can scan them in with your phones. My suggestion for that is Adobe Scan. So this works amazingly well. It's on both the Apple and the Android store. Yeah, it's on both stores. And basically all you do is you literally put document face up and you just hold your phone over it and it just automatically scans and makes a PDF. So you'll have to figure out how to do that. Because you'll turn in the notes. It's the only, because I'm not seeing you guys do anything. So in order to get participation during classes, like, well, you just fill out the notes with me, it'll be fine. So there's going to be an online discussion board for the homework. That's worth 5%. I'll explain how to do that in a second. There's a supplemental discussion work. That's because you guys have a Friday. I'll explain how to do that in a bit. So this is just anything that you guys do on Friday with, is it Zhao, I think, is your guys' discussion leader. Each of you should be split into 2 different groups on Friday. Is that mandatory? Yeah, it's mandatory, and it's 10% of your grade. So, do we pay for, or is the code you provide us with access for free? No, you have to pay for it some way, somehow. Actually, the My Math Lab access is technically the book for the class, and so you don't need a book. You need the access. Okay. There'll be 3 tests throughout the term. Collectively, the tests are worth 25%, so they're a little less than 10% apiece. And then the department mandates that the final that they create and give out is 30%. So, I saw it was online. One with it might, it might be cheaper to buy it straight through the website. I don't know. If you guys know that, post it. Post where it's the cheapest, right? So here's the topics. We aren't going to go over this. You'll see them in time. If you want to, you can read through it. Course schedule, I'll show you it's on a different thing. COVID flexibility statement, basically just because of social distance requirements and everything. Here's just a statement saying if things massively change, the math department and I have the right to change how your grades work a little bit to better match how things work, kind of like how everyone was. But kind of like last semester, it's like halfway through, we weren't doing any in-class stuff, and so we had to kind of change how things worked a little bit. So this is just that. Who knows? There might be a miracle cure in 2 months, and we all meet together again, or it might morph and we all turn into zombies and eat each other, and the world collapse. We don't know. So it's just a flexibility statement for that. The attendance, how attendance works. And so how the attendance works is you're allowed 3 unexcused absences. That means 3 absences you just didn't notify me beforehand or tell me what's going on. Isn't the world collapsed already? Yeah, it's almost there, guys. You're allowed 3 unexcused absences. So you just slept in one day or whatever. If you know you're going to be gone beforehand, just email me. And those will be excused absences. If you have a doctor note after that or some sort of documentation of why you missed class, those are excused absences. And I'll mark you for that day. Okay, so you have 3 unexcused and an infinite number of excused for all that matters, right? So after the 3 unexcused absences, you lose 1%. So if you miss 8 days of class, you get 0 for attendance, but that means you missed 4 weeks of classes. And so if you miss 4 weeks of classes, I don't think you deserve points for attendance. So that's just how that works. So we'll take attendance every day. I'll do it at the end of class today. Normally we'll do it about 10 minutes in or 5 minutes in, I guess. Calculator says, that'll use cell phone, laptops, and iPad. Don't make it known that you're discussing any things to deal with an exam or a test. When it comes to the homework, I encourage you actually to talk to each other, right? When it comes to that, just don't make it known. And for academic dishonesty, the department bought access to Chegg and caught like 30 people over the summer posting Chegg exam questions to Chegg. And let's just say they didn't pass their class. So the department has eyes watching, so just be careful. And we'll get into that in a second. Homework's all done online. The exams are also going to be done online. So the homework's done online. The exam's currently going to be done online through my math lab. I'll open that up in a second and show it to you. Makeup policy. All makeups will need document excuses. So if you miss the exam days, I think the way I'm planning on running the normal test is that they'll be open when they're open, and you can just go click on them whenever you want. And so if you didn't do it by the time it was done, you should be a real good documented excuse because you'll probably have a week. Because in the syllabus, it's the exams that week, and so this exam will be posted during that week. We're going to do review, and then you probably take it by Saturday. My suggestion to do it after the second day of review. You're all prepped for it. So you'll have to do that. When it comes to the final exam, I think they give you like a 5-hour window or a 6-hour window. And if you can't make it during that 6-hour window, I can't excuse you. You'll have to contact the department. They run the final testing. This is a mute point, even though it's part of the shell I have to put in. Tutoring, we will not be having tutoring in the clinic. It's done over Zoom. This is just, they hand me a shell with half the stuff. Academic and collaborating. Basically, it says do not collaborate, do not, cheat on the others, do not divide up work. When it comes to the homework, I'm actually encourage you guys to work with each other. So that works with that. What is the course? Let me make sure I missed. Well, the course ID is in the paper I showed you. I'll show it to you again real quick. Misconduct, don't do this. Public health directives. If you're on campus, you have to wear a mask. I think they send out everyone, you have to wear a mask. I'm not allowed to meet with students personally. I'm going to be posting my office hours, which were up here. I'm going to be posting these office hours as a Zoom. It's going to be posted. I'll make it just an announcement for each one. It'll be a Zoom. That's all I'm allowed to do. Auditing in class. I don't think anyone's auditing. Don't steal the book. Please use. That's what it says. One of my students the other class, all of a sudden he emails me a PDF of a book from a shitty website. Is this the right book? Yeah, it's the right book. Could you not tell me you're pirating it? These are simple things, right? Just don't actively tell me you're pirating things. Let's just not do that. Final exams, yeah. Incompletes, we tend not to give out incompletes. Library is open again, so you're allowed to use that. Missed classwork, basically it gives you thing. This is the only thing I really need to talk about. Was that shitty website? You won't hear it from me. The only thing I need to do is just point out real quick, just remind you, especially since we're completely online, please use your Rebel email for everything. And if you got an email from me that's not from your Rebel email, that's because in my UNLV, your preferred email is not your Rebel email. Can you show us what you want us to do? Take notes? Yes, I will in a second. I'll explain exactly how notes go when we get there. Please use your Rebel email to contact me because of FERPA, which is the Federal Education Privacy Right Act. I can only respond to your Rebel email because I know it's you. So if you ask me any question about grades or anything, it's like, I don't know it's you, so I can't respond to it. There's ways around that, but you have to file paperwork, and I get actual paperwork handed to me. So, yeah. That's the syllabus. All right, so let's go back. So people asking, do you get access to the My Math Lab? It's right here. Here's the course ID. It's also right here. Here's the course ID. We're math 71156 for this course. Okay. And when you register, it should say this is the class you're getting into, which is your guys' class. So make sure you get into the right class. Yeah, so you can do PayPal, you can get temporary access in case you don't have the money right now. You eventually will have to have it. 15%, I mean, technically you could. The thing is that I've had students somehow manage not to pay for the course, but since we're running the exams of the course, right? It makes it impossible, right? When it was just 10% of online homework, I literally had 1 or 2 students get like a C+ and they just skipped it. I'm like, okay. All right. On homework, are they graded based on correction completion? Basically, let's talk about homework and then I'll go to the notes. Let's open up the homework. Let me open this up in a different thing real quick so you don't see me logging in. My Math Lab. Yeah, this website. Let's go. All right. Now let's share that. right, so you should see, so when you log in, you'll see, this is my instructor home, so yours will look different, right? And you'll see homework that looks like manage assignments. Not what I wanted. Edit. Well, let me see what I want. Nope, hold on. Back. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go back to this course. I forget how I look to just view the assignment. All right, go back, go back, go back. Oh, it's unassigned. Why is it unassigned? Save and assign. Oh boy. Sorry, I just broke it. Now let's go back to it. Can I? No, it's not gonna let me show you. Basically, it opens up a pop-up window. And you just work through it and you get infinite number of tries as far as I remember. Yeah. Just, why is it being silly? Oh, here it is. Ha! That's because they opened stuff in a new thing. Now I'll be able to show you. There we go. Oh, of course, it's in a pop-up window. Of course, that means I have to share something different. Where's the pop-up window? Oh boy. There we go. Your homework looks like this. And so you just do this and you just go through it and go through it and you should have lots of attempts. And so you just, do you need to show work? No, you just do what the little program asks you to do, right? You graph something, and you just click on stuff and you can place points. You'll get used to using this. How many tries did you get on the test? I think it's currently set for 2. You get 2 tries per problem. The department writes the test. I'm allowed to edit them, but I'm not going to. The standard has been 2 in the department. So you get to go through it, get your grade, and then you can go through it again. Okay. You stop sharing because the window closed. All right, so that's the homework. Back to the course. I see if the check answer, if we get it wrong, let's see, let's go through the questions. It says, I see that if I get it wrong and click the check answer, you get points off. No, I think you get, let me double check, hold on. You get 25 attempts per question. That's what it said at. Let me actually show that to you. Share. So here you get 25 attempts per question. And so if it's true or false, I mean, please do not just spam one and then spam the other. So you get 25 attempts per question. So you have to get them right to get the points for the question, but you get 25 attempts. So you should be, after 25 times, if you haven't gotten it, you should have come see me. So after like 10, email me or something. Will you go over the sections that are needed to do for the homework? Yeah, we'll go over those sections, right? So let's get to this. Go back to the course real quick. All right. Let's talk about schedule real quick, and then we'll finish this up. So the Monday, so this is the same schedule. So the Monday, this is the date of the Monday of that week. So we're doing syllabus today, and then we'll do 2 sections. So we do about 2 sections a time, roughly. The homework's due at Saturday at 10:30 is when the homework's all due. We'll do 2 sections next time. We'll do 2 sections the time after that. Then we'll have Labor Day, which is no class, which is not true. So we'll just do these two. We'll split this up and then we'll do this and we'll do review. We might actually do these two and then these two, even though the homework will be due later, and then have an extra day of review for you guys. So we'll see how it goes. And so we're just going to follow this schedule all the way down to the finals. So this is the schedule we'll be following. So there'll be 2 to 4 assignments a week. We do have class on Labor Day, even though it's listed, but this is just that week, that Monday's date, and this is what we plan on going over. We'll probably skip ahead and do 2.3, and then I'll have an extra day of review for you guys. This is how to do it. If you have any course questions after this course, please, yeah, so please post them here and I'll reply to them here. I haven't done my replies yet today, so I'll reply. Yeah, you need to buy an access code. One way or another, you have to buy an access code. Okay? And so I'll reply to that later. So please put course questions here. That way I can reply to everyone. Do we have class? So you won't have, UNLV will not be holding any remote classes on Labor Day, but so on Monday, but we'll have class that day. Can you explain the Friday class a little bit more? So Friday, Joe should have reached out to you with the Zoom information. Basically, I give my discussion group graduate assistants full autonomy, and I say these are the sections we're going over this week. They can either do a quiz in Canvas and then help you with the homework, or they can do like a little worksheet and then you'll just upload that worksheet. But it's up to his decision. And so and the reason I do that is let them have full autonomy. A, it helps them to grow as a teacher, and B, you'll see a different spin on all of the math than what I'm feeding him, because if I just hand him everything, it's just going to be what I would have done differently, and it'd be good to see a different point of view. It just helps you to learn better. Has he contacted you with any information on the class on Friday? No. Okay. Just double check my email real quick. I've gotten anything from him? It says here, sorry. No. I'll email him today and get that for you guys. Do we have like homework in his class too? You'll basically what I've suggested to him is that whatever you do during that class, you turn in for points. Does that make sense? So he'll have his own, he might post his own little syllabus and what he wants to do. He needs access to this, which I'll grant to him. Okay. All right. I'll find that out by Thursday at the latest for you guys. Okay. And I'll make sure it's clear. When he posts stuff, you'll see this discussion supplement material. So that's basically, so every week you're going to see this. You're going to see this right here. So graphs and functions, right? That's what we're doing this week. There's going to be an overview for at least my part of the class. You'll see 5.1. These are the 2 sections you're doing. This is what you need to do. You go through the Let's Get Started module, make an account, which gives you access to all the assignments, complete the introductions. You're going to do a little introduction thing. You need to do this. Everything in my class is due by 10:30 p.m. for 2 reasons. One, I don't want to be the reason you guys have bad sleeping habits, because I find out no matter when I set the time for an assignment to be due, at least a third of the class will turn it in within the half hour of that due time. So if I put it for 2 a.m., I'll have half the class turn it in at 1:30. So, and the other reason is IT closes at 11. And so if anything goes wrong, IT's been is open and didn't shut down. So that's why everything's at 10:30. So you'll have a to-do list in order. So I make it for you guys. You're going to do this. You're going to attempt all the homework by Thursday. You're going to post your questions by Thursday. You're going to turn in your notes Friday. It gives you a day to finish doing what you need to do. This is notes for my class, not notes for the discussion class. And then the homework's due Saturday. And so let's kind of go over what that looks like. Here's an introduce yourself. Wow, you guys have done great. It's mostly done, right? If you haven't posted here, just introduce yourself. Standardly, do not give away your phone number, address, social security number on any of these things. Just to do that. And then we can go on the course and then introduce yourself. The next thing we're going to do is next class. So let's get to the notes. Yeah, we're going over that right now. So next thing on the class, you're going to see these, and you're going to see these for each week. Why did that one get flipped? Okay, you're going to see the notes for each week. They look like this. And so you're going to so some people use an iPad. Some people, I have a drawing tablet. I actually have both. So you can just write notes on, write notes on those. Actually, let me do that. Let me do that right now real quick. We got loads of time. Current class, this class, type notes. Yep, PDF. Open with Photoshop. Yo-ho. Thinking. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Oh, there it goes. I'll be using Photoshop when I teach just because that's what's best for the computer and Zoom. All right, let's put this here. Let's grab this, put this over here. And let's share. Share the Photoshop. All right, you guys should be seeing Photoshop now, if I'm not mistaken. Got it. So grab this. And so the way this class is going to run, yeah, it's sharing my Photoshop. The way this class is going to run, why is my pen not working? Hello, pen. Apparently I need to charge my pen tonight. The way this will run is I'll just be on here. Hi, can I have a white, please? Thank you. And then this will just make black. And then I'll be using a pencil, which is currently not charged right now, so I'll have to fix it. And then I'll just be kind of drawing like this, writing on it. Okay. So that's how that's going to work. You don't need to use Photoshop. Photoshop's too much power. I just like using Photoshop because it has an undo, redo, and other tools I can use as I teach. Half the students, I think on average what I've seen for this, just go back to this. On average, I've seen half of you print it out. Just print it out by hand using a home printer or the school's printers you have access to, right? Half of you do that and just print it out, and then you can just write by hand, and then you just scan it in with your phone using, I use Adobe Scan. There's other ones out there. I just find this one makes the smallest, cleanest, best, in my opinion, but I've seen other ones work great for other things. So however you want to do that is your prerogative. And so we'll actually just go through these and fill them out. And when they're done, I haven't done these ones because I'm rewriting the notes for this class, but let me open up my other class real quick. All right, let's go ahead and share this. Where is that? Here it is. And then when it's done, you'll just have something that looks vaguely like this, right? Where you've written stuff in using a pen, and then you just scan it and post it. And let me explain how that works. So let's go. So you'll have something that looks like this when you're all done. So we'll hit share. Let's go back to this one. There we go. All right. Yeah, so if you want to handwrite notes, you print them out, you write on them, and then you upload them. And I'll show where you upload them. All right, so for next class, that's why we're not teaching today, is because you guys need to have these ready by Thursday. So by next class, you'll have the first one printed out and this one printed out, or if you're using a tablet, you'll have these on your tablet, right? You have these two printed out, and then when you're done, once you come to class and we fill them out, so we'll fill them out together, you're going to post them right here. It says, oops, this is not what it should say. It should say 5.1 and 2.1. And then you'll post them here. And so you'll just hit, let me go to student view. Let's reload this real quick in student view. Student view, thank you. Modules. And you'll see this. You just click on this and you'll submit assignment, and then you can upload your file. Okay, you just upload a PDF. It will only take PDFs, and so it should be one file as a PDF. And so if you're using Adobe Scan, you'll just stack both of your papers on top of each other. It'll take a picture and just flip over the pages. It does it in like a few seconds. It doesn't take that long. Okay, and if you ever get lost, you can just rewatch the videos and follow along again. If for some reason you don't have them print them out, you have until 10:30 that night to get them all, or 10:30 the next day. Not even that night, the next day, because it'll probably take me a while to upload the videos because YouTube only moves so fast. Okay. And the last thing that you'll do every week is when you're working on homework. Oh, this one says 5.1 too. Oh boy. When you're working on the homework, you're going to participate in a discussion board. So as you work through the homework, you find anything, basically you can read through all of this, but basically the first post is due by Thursday, means attempt the homework and have something on there by Thursday. The final post is done on Saturday. These are at 10:30, right? You get 5 points for asking a question. You get 5 points for answering other questions. If you can't think of any questions, make up a question. Just make up a question and then answer it, right? So make up like a sample test question you think, right? Oh, this one would be a terrible question, and just do it and answer it. The point of all this is to learn from each other. Feel free to share actual homework questions you have. You can literally just take a picture and just upload the picture straight up right here. And that's fine. I don't mind. I really don't mind, and help each other out. Don't share the quiz or test questions. So on quiz or test question weeks, you won't be posting it here. Feel free to share anything else you want to do. So if you want to put up funny memes, that's fine. It just won't count for your 2 posts. So basically, just as long as you're posting twice, that's vaguely related to the website, what we're doing that week, you're fine. Is the homework on Canvas different than the other? Is the homework on Canvas? So you need to have 2 posts in here. So 2 posts per week, yes. So twice a week. So homework on Canvas different as the homework on Canvas. There is no homework on Canvas. Let me just go back to this. Yeah, leave page, it's fine. This is just uploading the lecture notes. So you'll fill these out with me in class tomorrow. So if you're ready to go tomorrow, these will already be done. All you have to do is just scan them in and post it, right? And that's where you get those points, okay? And then as you do the homework, on the Pearson homework, right? The Pearson homework from MyLab Math, you just ask questions and do stuff here. So basically the way it works is every week you can print out or have these notes on your tablet. We're going to work through them together on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If I say tomorrow, when I say tomorrow, I always mean next time we meet. Sorry. So Thursday. The name of the other website is right here. It's pearson.com/mylab. Okay. So, and the instructions for everything is right there. Okay. So every week, so for the first week, we're only going to do 2 sets of notes. So most weeks we're going to do 4, 3 to 4. So every week, most weeks will look just like get the notes ready. I'll try to have next week's notes up by the end of this week, right? You're going to do the notes with me in class. So just come to Zoom. We'll do attendance. We'll go through the notes together. I'll do some, you'll do some. And then you'll just post answers in the chat. You're going to upload the notes every Friday. You're going to answer homework questions by Saturday, and you're going to complete the online homework by Saturday. So that's mainly how the class is going to run. And then Friday, you're going to do some supplemental thing with in your discussion group. That'll be posted here, and then he'll collect and grade it however he wants to. I will suggest that he just makes a little assignment and just collects it via the same way I'm doing, but he can do whatever he wants. I'm going to give him full access for his 10%, okay, of your course grade. Any questions whatsoever? Nope. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry. It's today's just a boring, like, here's this, here's that, here's how you access this, but what was the name of everything for the website is found here. So let me just rewrite this real quick. Edit. This is going to be called online homework. There. Online homework. So that'll have everything. It's the blue cover. I want to make sure I'm getting the right one. Yeah, let me show you the book. Let me just show you the book. Woo-hoo. Just go ahead and stop sharing for 1 second. Where's the book? Hold on. This is the book. So looks like this. Doesn't have a sticker with my last name on it. This is the book we'll be using for the course. Okay. If you work at your computer all day, every day, there's a reason you buy a gaming chair. Someone asked the question, is the mastering count the same as the Pearson count? Yeah, it's just what it's called. Yeah, you do not need an actual physical copy of the book. Because I write all the notes for you guys. When it comes to the exams, you're not technically supposed to have notes or anything, but how the crap are they going to tell, right? Because we as the department decided not to have your webcams on while you're taking in exams. I mean, that is an option we can enforce but just seems creepy. And so I'm glad we didn't, right? Do we really need the book? The answer is no. Anything I want you to know, I'm going to type out in the notes. And if you have access to the online homework, you have access to an ebook. So even if I miss something for, because sometimes there's just, there's like the department writes this homework, they'll just do like one multiple choice on something random. You have access to the text, and so you can always just do that. So my honest suggestion for this course, just get the online access and be cheap about it. I mean, how many people are going to be using this book again? Can you give me a refund? I cannot. I kept most of my math textbooks, but I teach math for a living, so it ended up being a good idea for me. But that was just me. All right, so basically no hard copy of the book is needed. Correct. And when you're taking the exam, my honest suggestion, because I'm forcing you to do it, right? You're going to have pages of filled out notes that you filled out. I would have those open and ready for you, right? You won't have that so yeah, it's not as optimal to be teaching online, to be honest, because it's so much easier for me to teach you guys if I see all your faces, because then when I produce a concept, does everyone get that? I can look at your faces and everyone looks like a deer in a headlight. No, let's retry that. If everyone looks bored out of their mind, let's move on. People are bored, let's go at a little faster pace. So it's hard for me to do this because I just stare at a screen all day. All right, with that being said, let's do